It said that was its spot, then pointed Thuk to the other side to put it down. The boy said that the face it saw looked like a child's, but it had no eyebrows, no teeth. Its eyes and mouth were pitch black, its hair was wet, and a shrimp-colored liquid was dripping from its ears. It sat huddled among the effigies, its face turned upwards, staring intently at Thuk. From the moment he saw the child, Thuk lost all sense of awareness. The child told him to take the effigy to the other side, and even after walking across the porch, it wouldn't let him put it down. Thuk said the child had a very venomous tongue, cursing and swearing that some Mr. Sin's family would be wiped out, and that if he saw them again, he would strangle them and gouge out their eyes. Thuk's arm ached, and he tried to put the effigy down, but the child crawled after him, forcing him to pick it up and continue walking. If he didn't, the child would shove his head into the bushes until his face was torn. At that point, they had reached the neighbor's hedge. Any further would have led to the row of latrines and biogas digesters belonging to Thuk's grandmother. If his grandmother hadn't noticed in time, the boy would have been drowned without even knowing it. Thuk's grandmother heard the dog barking at the ghost, and seeing her grandson wasn't home, panicked and rushed out to the yard to search. He recounted seeing a trail of water running from the porch to the backyard, disappearing at the path bordering the neighbor's house. Terrified, she ran back inside, grabbed a banana cutting knife, and shone a flashlight down into the garden, slashing at the branches and leaves as she went, intending to scare the ghost away. When she shone the light on the base of the tamarind tree, she saw Thuk standing there holding a doll, his face turned towards the tree trunk, muttering something incomprehensible. His grandmother immediately raised her hand and chopped down the tree trunk right next to his head, simultaneously snatching the doll and throwing it away. Thuk was startled and terrified, his eyes glazed over as he stared at his grandmother. Under the flashlight, her face appeared deathly pale, like a mannequin, causing the boy to cry and wet his pants. Thuk's grandmother, thinking something had happened to her grandson, quickly grabbed him by the neck and carried him upstairs to change his clothes. Only then did she notice scratches on his face, as if he had been clawed. She quickly guessed who had done it. That very night, Thuk's grandmother went to the chicken coop, caught a rooster, slit its throat to collect its blood, mixed it with raw rice, and burned some yellow amulets that families with funerals often asked for to stick on coffins. Her family sold them, so they were readily available. She poured the ashes of the amulets and incense from the altar into the bowl of blood and rice, kneading it thoroughly. Her hands were stained bright red with blood. Then she took the pot out to the porch, scooping up handfuls and throwing them in all directions, shouting, "Whoever begs for food at my house in the middle of the night, I'll give you rice and meat to eat." Afterward, she turned off the lights, closed the door, washed her hands and feet, then went to bed and hugged Thuk, telling him not to be afraid, that she would beat anyone who touched her grandson to a pulp. The mixture Thuk's grandmother had prepared, known in the funeral parlors as blood poison, was similar to dog or rat poison, only its target was the ghosts of those who died on the streets. After a while, Thuk heard a chewing sound outside. His grandmother prayed that whoever followed her grandson would eat the poison. The ghost wouldn't die, but it would be afraid and leave her family alone, because it contained the ashes from her family's ancestral altar. That night, Thuk couldn't close his eyes properly while sleeping, and it's still the same to this day. Whenever he sleeps, his eyelids only close slightly, revealing more than half of his whites, making him look like he's staring wide-eyed. He thought his grandmother's magical powers were enough to get rid of the ghost, so Thuk didn't pay any more attention to the past.